Alright, let's try this. Let's see if I have made good progress on this build. I think I'm up to something. I think I caught on to something very good. And I just want to see if I'm correct or not. Yeah, this looks actually good. 49, 48, 49. You have good amounts of shocks on there. Okay, definitely need to be careful. That was not careful enough. Some has arrived. Alright. Ouch. That definitely did hurt, but man oh man, I think I made this build a whole bunch better now. It took a lot, I'm not gonna lie, it took a lot. I spent all my time that I had for PoE on this very build in the last couple of days. I did expect to get it to a better place, but I was not expecting what I have achieved. It feels so much better, it really does. And it is as I suspected. The going away from the Pledge of Hands actually made a huge difference for me. Not being stationary for that long when I'm casting just feels incredibly good, and yeah, somehow I managed to get better survivability, better damage, all in one go. But as I said, it took me quite a while to figure out what I want to do, and a lot of time in Path of Building actually, not so much time in game. We managed to hit 94, but I think we had that last time as well, so really not that much progress experience-wise, and I went through a lot of XP again to just test things, and yeah. But as I said, this could be the absolute final form of this build. Like, there is probably not much that I could do that would make this even better now. Which is amazing and really feels good.
To me, exile.
He's basically dead right now. That was quick! That was Yup! I'd say
Was the elder.
that
Terrible.
has worked out very nicely.
We must find a way to defeat it, exile.
Alright, I'm super happy with that, and as you can see, we have changed a couple of things. Ooh, alright. Wow. Right. Let's talk about it then. So what did I change? As you see, Pledge of Hands no longer a thing. I went for dual wielding wands, and I also went for 2 cluster jewels, which we were able to afford with speccing out of all the staff nodes we have over here and over here. I had to give up the plus 30 max life mastery, but that's fine. We did get rid of this jewel socket over here. You have the jewel back up in here, so that's fine. So the cluster I went for is this one. We have Doriani's Lesson, that gives us Life Leech. We have Storm Drinker, that gives us Energy Shield Leech. And we do have Overshock. And Overshock makes such a huge difference. Oh yeah, Storm Drinker also penetrates Lightning Rest, so that's really good, right? But Overshock, increased lightning damage, okay, but 40% increased effect of lightning ailments. This allows us to get to shock values that actually matter, right? This is insane. On Shaper Guardians and Elder Guardians, I was able to get to 50 shock, and that is such a huge damage multiplier. And this is the jewel, as I said, I just did go ahead and put it over here. If I want to perfect this even more, I will need 4 stat jewels, I think. And that's going to be expensive, but yeah, also we have a small cluster here. We have the increased max mana, we have some cold rest, that doesn't matter. Plus 2 max life doesn't matter too much, but the 7% increased mana regen from the small passive skills does matter, and we have scintillating idea. So as you can see here, we basically gain 14% increased mana regen. Also, 20% increased mana and more lightning pen. And yeah, this is what is this? A little bit more than 1,000 more mana, and we just cast quickly, move on, right? We no longer have that you're stuck in place for like over a second or something. With more mana, we have more damage, we have more tankiness. It's still far from being perfect, right? But it is, man, it's so good. It's so good. It feels amazing. I can't say anything against that. Yeah, we are making our way towards the Uber Elder. I think with this build, I should be able to tackle that, which is my next goal. I'll definitely want to throw a Cyrus fight in there as well. We have a full Shaper fragment round already. We get a second fragment of that, and I need to farm more maps for Guardians, because I'm pretty much, I have 2 right now and 1 Shaper one. That's fine. This will come back up soon, I would assume. And yeah, so I invested a little bit more into the build. Now, since I do have Life Leech on the Cluster Jewel, I went ahead and rerolled Lightning Exposure on hit on the glove. That allows me to drop Wave of Conviction. And it says here minus 11%, right? But we do still have this Mastery, which is at least minus 18. So we get basically minus 18% exposure guaranteed. And that is very, very good. The rest of this stayed the same. I did invest into a new ring. I went for a diamond ring with, is it tier 1 life and tier 1 mana? Yes, it is. With some resistances on there, 40 fire, 40 cold, and I crafted mana regenerate on there to help me out with that, because that is the last stat that I truly need to fix, in hopes that we can drop the mana flask at some point, right? So that is something to keep in mind. Then 2 more purchases had to happen. Number one is just basically flat lightning damage to spells, 100% increased spell crit, tier 1 mana, and then I had the spell damage on there as well. Crafted cast speed, which did cost me an exalt. That's fine by me. And I threw another exalt onto this and got 32 lightning res. So 135 max mana is huge, right? I also added the lightning damage runecraft onto this, as well as to the second ones. This is also one that I bought. This is added lightning as implicit, right? We have a low spell damage roll, doesn't matter too much. We have flat added lightning, good amount of cast speed, good amount of crit, tier 1 mana, and here I crafted Crit Strike multi on. So yeah, I mean, this is like proper gear now. Like, the boots is probably one of the last things that we will tackle, because they will cost me a fortune. Now, the next upgrade that has to happen is this ring, right? This is such a dead ring. Like, yeah, conductivity on hit is nice, but the rest of this is like, I need to get something better. Still re-rolling on my base that I have, so I'm hoping that I can manage to get something there, but I will also take a look around trade if you can find something better. Basically what I need now is chaos resistance. Like, this is lacking, and the more we get into the positive, the more tanky we will be against chaos damage, and the better this build will feel overall. Now, the gloves are also something that I will have to upgrade in the future, for sure, because we want tier 1 life, tier 1 mana on this for sure, right? And if we can get something, I don't know what, but one offensive stat on here, that would be absolutely amazing. So yeah, we probably could also tackle this one here with better mana and more chaos res. It is a decently rolled Stygian, but like, we could do better here, and that sounds like a good idea. I had to 6-link the Cloak of Defiance, and it happened so quickly. It was under 100 fusings, actually. I was really, really lucky on this, which, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. So yeah, this is the current state of the build. I'm absolutely very, very happy with this. I will post you guys the path of building down below with the current state of it, if you want to take a look. And yeah, let me know if you do have any suggestions, just like let me know what you think, basically. For me, it feels really good. I was doing legions with this, as I told you last time. I'm pretty much out of scarabs now, but I went with legion scarabs, 3 of those, 1 of the officers. This gives you 5 additional sergeants, and I didn't go for generals. So yeah, basically 3 of those, 1 of those, and just did it. I haven't yet finished a tier 17. That is something that I would like to do soon. I'm not sure if I'm ready now with this build. We will see about that, but yeah, that is a quick update. As I said, it took me quite some time just in Path of Building to figure out what could I change. I initially thought I would lose a lot of damage, but with the Overshock passive on the Cluster Jewel, I managed to basically gain almost 1 million DPS, which is insane. So if everything goes right, if we have full power charges, which we have easily, if we have full frenzy charges and a fully charged up Sigil of Power, we actually reach 4 mil DPS. And then we also have the Stormbrand, which has Calling Strike on it. And yeah, so finally I was able to drop the Arcanist brand again, right? And go back to Stormbrand with Calling Strike, with Power Charge and Crit, and Innervate. In fights where you do have minions on the field, if the Stormbrand kills enemies, you will get Innervation, which further adds to your damage, and I haven't even taken that in the calculation. So I'm really lowballing in the calculation. I think I only activated 1 Frenzy Charge because that one is guaranteed. But I did take the power charges because you do gain those with the Stormbrand so easily, right? Yeah, that concludes today's video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And as always, take care. Bye.